Sure.
The portal awaits. Not what you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I shall.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear. As the goddess of balance and order,
Alright, what do we
Ashtor was
got? What do we
sometimes called
got?
the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea.
Oh, that was something.
Oh, I thought it was gonna do damage. Well, that was a shame.
Time has come. You were too weak for this fight.
What? Oh no, I'm good. We're good. I didn't mean to end my turn.
falling apart.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
Your mother abandoned you. Feel my call.
Go later, dog.
Had your chance to escape. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Revive? Someone die? Oh, my dog died. What the heck?
Return to your mother.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
Sorry. Oh.
This looks like a noise.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Words of power magical incantations the hunter can use at the old art too?
Oster smiles upon me.
I don't know how I feel about that. Just open the door, you know? I don't have any keys.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
There we go. I was gonna say, I don't know what quest I was supposed to do, but...
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter.
Hunter, just in time.
I got a piece, so I'm gonna let the
Weirdness
sword
and I
play.
were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
hope the two of you create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Step up to the anvil, Hunter. It doesn't bite. I just hope you brought me something interesting. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The Cube of Nothingness. The Tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of
I wonder if I get to
mystic
have it.
forces contained
I want it.
within. One sorcerer's trash is another's treasure. I'll let you be the judge on this one. It's fortunate that we haven't run into any curses yet.
I don't say that now. War games? Right, but
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Take your pick, Hunter.
these all look like that. Oh. Ew, oops.
We're not quite.
Hey Hunter, got a sec to spare?
Sure. Where are you?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with the spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky
Mouth
trade
movements,
places,
not there
what
yet.
does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Oh, Ghost Rider. Gotta pee. I'll be back.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here.
Like playing with fire.
Maybe you should be the...
Let's do this. Not everyone wants my advice, but they're gonna get it either way.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
What's up?
You called for me, Captain?
There we go.
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter. Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I did hear her mutter something about Wanda right before she poofed away. Maybe that helps.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her.
Illyana.
minute, Hunter.
Who is? Alright.
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. Usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
In the barracks? Yes, I know, you just told me. Barracks. Okay. Go back inside.
Fine, speak.
What item? What are you talking about?
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You sound like Wanda. She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste resources looking for her.
Ilyana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take. You expect too much. Okay. I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Captain Marvel.
Heads up, Hunter.
Heads up for what?
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Only 2 people, huh? Can I bring more? I can.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
Shockwave.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the Gamma 6... Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Well, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Oh, it's Ghost Rider. I thought I was the hunter. Oops. Oh well, whatever. That works. Is he dead?
Your time has come.
I am afraid you might not make it back from this one. persistence is irritating.
They haven't had enough yet.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped within our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus. And I will open more than
Wait,
your
where did the...
Such ferocious
Where'd the helicopter go?
You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Oh, there it is. What the heck? How did I not see that?
I suppose it's something. Is that the best you've got?
Is that all?
I'll take that. 26 is a lot of damage.
I heard command.
I've been waiting for this.
You really want to keep doing that?
Is that really your best?
Reinforcements on approach.
This should help.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Vengeance is needed. It is.
I'm on it. Well, that's exciting.
You're mine.
Luckily, I'm a glutton for punishment.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow this human, mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All
There we go.
possible
Stop the
with
helicopter.
honor.
You've grounded the helicopter. Excellent. Now you'll need to clean up the rest of Hydra's forces.
Great.
Prepare light's gift.
Welcome assistance.
Hydra Immortalis! As ordered! Strike.
Don't try that again.
For years, I was considered a crazed zealot in the Hydra Cabal. Obsessed with the old race. Hence detected the convergence of the Midnight Sun.
Tell me about it. Actually, please do not.
Save this one just for you!
Now I see why so many fear your strength.
We will never forsake her. I'll handle it.
Still not gonna be enough.
Not enough.
You've got nothing to fear.
I should be used to this by now.
I cannot possibly match your strength. Walk in the light.
I am empowered. Burn in hellfire.
And Ghost Rider is so cool. I don't know anything about him, but he's so cool.
Position compromised.
I guess you don't know who I am.
Your fate is sealed. You were too weak for this fight.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last. There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory. Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
We did it.
Count on it.
Okay, well, I didn't read it, so we'll learn as we go. What the heck happened?
Well, hello there.
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
New York always comes together during a crisis, and seeing us fight for them hastens it.
Oh, so he's Ghost Rider.
I need to take you
There's
street
the
racing.
okay, there was the old one. Okay, that makes
Is
sense
that
now.
like running?
No, in a car. You race through empty streets, pushing your ride as hard as it can take it, and leave the other racers in your dust. There's nothing like it.
I laugh in danger's face, but that is too much for me.
Oh, come on. You're the hunter. You leap without thinking.
Fine, I will do it.
All right. First thing, we hit a junkyard for parts. We are going to put together a real monster on the road.
You do not want to use the Hell Ride?
Nah, it's no fun if you win every time. Always great to hang with you, Hunter.
Good day, Hunter. I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words
I forgot
of
about
power,
that.
Hunter.
Unnecessary.
If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet, but I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
Is she trying to trick me?
She may try to
Trying
mask
to do bad things that I shouldn't be doing.
You know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry.
You betrayed me,
There's something
Agatha.
you need to read.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she is not buried here.
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wundagore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening. Until we speak again. I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments. Why do I feel like you were going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
E. Press triangle to pay respects.
Grave of Jeremiah Kane, another host of the Spirit of Vengeance. I wonder if he was as conflicted as Robbie is about being a Ghost Rider. She believes in our purpose.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key?
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
Oh, is that only one? I can only open one? Okay.
After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Oh, Mother.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby.
You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
And what truth is that?
The truth they are keeping from you. You need only.
Wait! Mother! Where did you...
Was that really her?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Okay, research level.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? You're welcome, Hunter. Another magical mystery box. And to think, I used to design sentient future tech. Don't forget to write.
All right. I think that's going to be it. So that's going to be it for today. Let's see. Today's Wednesday. So tomorrow we'll play some more. Still trying to learn the ins and outs of this game. There's a lot. That's what worries me. That's the one thing that like gets me when it comes to JRPGs is that like, yes, they're deep. They can be deep. But do they need to be? I don't know. This game has too many like ins and outs, and they're trying to make it like Persona, but like card games, and you know, I don't even know what I'm supposed to even be doing. What up, bruh? You know,
I know Venom
like,
isn't
cause
human,
yeah,
but
they,
this guy
sometimes
Eddie is,
people
right?
just do too
As
much.
long as one of them can answer for what they've done, the writer will make it happen.
But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know with what, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.